This man with crippled legs struggles to move on a steep cliff, and every movement is a test of life and death, and he has no choice but to risk collecting herbs in order to make a living with his son, which is also the only way to make a living. No matter how hard life is, a man never complains that his son is a burden to him. God closed one door for him, and closed another window. The son was paralyzed by a serious illness, lying quietly and forever on the bed, the dark home. The man slowly dragged his son into the bright sunshine little by little, scrubbed his skinny body for him. The son did not move. This scene is like a freeze-frame oil painting art. There was a sudden power outage at home. This is the only high-end electrical appliance in the house. This road is not far for normal people. It is far for men. He is also used to accepting this way. So he moved a little bit, and went outside to borrow a mobile phone to call the electrician, but there were no young people in the village at all, only two old people at the gate of the village. The man tried to ask. The man was just about to leave. Obviously he had something urgent, but the man still turned back silently, his bare feet rubbed on the ground full of stones, like an ugly form like a seal, but revealed a simplicity and purity. He naturally took the needle and thread, did a trivial thing, and did not thank. Soon the man has come to the outside of the village, surrounded by endless mountains. The picture in front of him makes people feel more lonely. Soon he met a beekeeper, swarms of bees flying around, making bursts of buzzing, but the man's shout is sonorous and powerful, attracting the beekeeper. After learning that the man is coming, the beekeeper gave his mobile phone to the man, and then turned around directly and continued to go back to work. They are all strangers to each other, but the beekeeper has great trust in the man. After the electrician learned about the man's predicament, on the way, the electrician also encountered some accidents. He went to rent a generator at his own expense, and tried his best to help the man get through the difficulties with his own ability. After the electrician replaced the accessories, he found that the accessories were leaking some oil. He hurriedly asked the company for instructions, and the man waited quietly. He did not urge, but used the only tea set in the house, made a cup of tea for the electrician, although it is not a good tea, but the best drink that the man can take at home, is also he picked on the cliff with his life. The electrician worked quietly and tried his best to help the father and son. Soon the generator made a loud noise. The electrician walked into the house step by step. The man followed closely. The lights in the house suddenly turned on. The electrician's efforts did not get verbal thanks. The electrician drove away directly. The night was as dark as ink, but the lights of the distant town were like the Milky Way in the sky, flashing with dazzling brilliance, under the same sky. But there were two completely different lives. The man started his day as usual, not knowing that he had accepted the wordless kindness of others. This is a film full of warmth and humanity. The characters in the film are all silently giving, without too many words, more through actions to express care. Living in this barren land, every simple kindness is the truest manifestation of human nature. Through quiet shots and rustic scenes, the film makes us feel the neglected beauty of life. In the end, despite the difficulties, kindness and tenacity lived on the land.